all the game now with his son on the team, you know what I mean? Hey, ain't no more playing around on these road trips, Bronny. I mean, Bron. You gotta lock in a little bit more.
Again. Historic story out West Coast.
Oh,
Bron finally did it. He is suiting up to be the first ever father-son duo in the NBA. LeBron and Bronny James are going to play together, I think.
no.
This year. We'll see how that kind of goes. Obviously, we're getting stories. You already know your opinion on what you think of Bronny. He got into the NBA because of his dad, et cetera, et cetera. And I read a story that I thought was interesting. The Warriors were going to take him. There's a story that came out that the Warriors were really looking at taking him, but at 52, and I think the Lakers picked at 53. And they decided not to. They said out of respect for LeBron James to allow this to happen. So he really could have been a Warrior, which I probably would have been really good for him to play with Steph. Actually, I don't know. But what do you think about this story, man? And what is it? What is this like? What does this story tell you about? I guess really just honestly about the greatness of LeBron James.
And that's what it is. I mean, I would say, listen, I'm not a fan of Bronny going to the NBA this year. I wasn't a fan. His record, of me saying, I think it wasn't. He's not ready for it. I think that's going to show out throughout the season. If you ever see him play in the season, most likely he'll probably be in the G League. I doubt he makes the roster. I don't see how he can make the roster. I think his
You don't think he makes the roster, bro?
no. I mean, maybe by like I think mid-season, depending on what the Lakers are doing, they'll call him up so he can get the opportunity to play with his dad in a real game. It's good for optics. It's good for NBA to see this happen. Everybody's going to tune in to see it and watch it. But this just tells you the testament of time that LeBron has been dominating the game. At the end of the day, this is a long, long time coming. That
Yeah.
boy that you see right there, that's standing and playing with his father, was a toddler when he was playing and being just as great as he was then as he is now. This is the testament of LeBron James, and salute that he gets the opportunity to put on the same jersey that has his
Yeah.
own name on it. And see his son and see James Jr. on the back. Like, can you just imagine to do that and to be able to do that? The only time it's ever happened in NBA history, probably won't happen much ever because you need to be on a status of LeBron to even play that long.
Yeah.
Um, so it's just really a great that's a great photo to see that to just even see that, man. This is
Yeah. I agree. It just continues to add to the list of LeBron's legacy, right? To be able to do this, and not even that, we act like LeBron is not LeBron Cleveland or Miami Bron, obviously, but LeBron will still give you 25, 8 and 8 at this age, year
crazy.
22, 21. So his longevity is just insane and just a testament to just really his genetics at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't understand. I mean, just how many miles he has on his legs. Obviously you have to be in, still peak condition to be able to do this. And I just think that it does continue to just add him. Like, I always will have Mike number one. I don't argue anymore about people who have Bron one. But now I think Bron is just separating himself for the conversation completely and now just standing on his own. Right? Because you can't look at LeBron and just think about basketball anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about what he's done with with his school, what he's done in terms of now that black father figure. He's like the true complete player on and off the court.
Yeah,
You
100%.
know, so what he represents and what he is at this point, you just can't compare it to anybody else, and we'll never see anything like this
And
ever
as far as we
again.
know, he's done it the right way. I mean, you know how hard it is to be able to avoid all types of negative press, crazy things that's going on. Like he's has one commending to his team that he's kept around him to protect him. Obviously, he's just brilliant himself to be able to do that. Um, Nobody's perfect, but this kid, you forget that this kid has had a camera in his face since he was what 15 years old. He was called
Yeah.
the chosen one on Sports Illustrated magazine. The pressure of that, and to see him 20 years in the league, if not, is it 20 years? You're year 20, right, or year 21?
Yep.
To see him in year 20 plus and able to kind of bring his son onto this platform is just amazing feat. I mean, I can only imagine us having the accessibility that we have to players and athletes right now the people that we say are greatest, like Michael Jordan. Like,
Mhm.
man, I don't know if Michael would be Michael if they had all this stuff that we could see behind the scenes of Michael. Michael had a lot of demons beyond
Yeah.
basketball,
No, he did.
and that's a lot of things. Like that's another thing, the testament to LeBron to be able to balance that. Um, so yeah,
Or
yeah,
keep that shit on the low.
have a great support team and
Yeah,
great people
for
around you.
sure. For
You know what I
sure.
mean? So
Absolutely.
hey,
Absolutely.
all the game now with his son on the team, you know what I mean? Hey, ain't no more playing around on these road trips, Bronny. I mean, Bron. You gotta lock in a little bit more.
Again, he not
Yeah,
going.
just so
He not
yeah,
going. He not going to take
hey,
humility.
I'm just saying, road trips a little different now, LeBron. You know what I mean?
Facts.
If you know
Yeah.
what I mean, you know what I mean.
Well, he young boy rookie, but yo, it's a curfew. You gonna have to go to bed, young boy. You know
Yeah,
what I
okay.
mean?
Don't forget his mama. It's still a little different when your son's on the team.
Yeah. No, I
Hopefully,
feel you.
Bronny's old enough where he done, settled down. I'm not saying he done did anything. I'm just saying changes have happened, I'm sure.
Yeah.